application of this is quite simple. It's basically based on two hooks coming in as usually practice. The person practicing this is trying to prove themselves about diagonals. So when we're going to attack someone, diagonals are very effective. They send the opponent in the wrong direction. So if they cover the first one, it usually exposes them or opens them up for the second one. So in doing that, that's what your partner is doing in this drill. Again, it's a traditional technique, so you're trying to learn specifics. It's not meant to be taken as a gospel literal application. It's meant to teach you something, not imprison. Okay, so he's throwing a hook. Moving in. My hand is a yin here, and it parries it and lets it continue. My other hand, in the orthodox application, goes for the bicep or the shoulder. So basically, I'm closing down that gate. You'll notice my feet are basically reflecting, not reflecting, but they're basically in concord with Dermot's hair, so the angle is maintained. Once I got to this position, traditionally, we follow, so we learn to follow the opponent's limb to a target, attacking him, recovery, follow the other limb to the target, coming forward, following the limb to the target, and then whatever application you want to follow up with. So again, coming in, attack, 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 whatever type of application you want to follow through. So that's your key principle that you're learning in this, is that we're basically moving this side around, going with this force. This can be through the other side. You can actually grab the opponent and grasp the bird's tail if you like. So if you put a bit of momentum into it, we can end up controlling it that way, throwing it if we wish. Or we're basically doing the reverse. We're hitting them back, so we're emptying this goal and hitting them back. And grasp bird's tail. It's a great way of setting the opponent up. It teaches you a few things. It also teaches you this idea of diagonal defense, which I suppose if you want to look at it, it's as if you're coming from your opposite hips and shoulders, as if your defense crosses that path. Also when your opponent crosses, you kind of draw a line from his hip to his shoulder. Why do we do this? Because when he attacks, if I go straight, I could miss his attack. Okay? And a straight line, even if I'm coming in, it's okay, but I have to move into it. What I'm trying to do here is, by moving at an angle, I'm basically treading underneath the attack and moving around it. So this is a coring. Basically, it makes it just safer. It's a safer way of catching it. So as we're coming in, we're moving around, opening them up, attacking. So on. So that's where it's headed. Otherwise, keep going. We follow up. Varies. You see him taking control of his arm, of the bird's tail as I'm doing it. Again. Again, taking control of the tail, grasping it. Following with him, taking control of it, sending it back through. Okay, so grasp where it stands. Very simple exercise. That's it, as we learned. If you want to apply this when you got a fairly skillful opponent, you're going to have to neaten things up and reduce them down a little bit. So as you're attacking it, now I'm coming in, covering my head. I am not coming straight into the opponent and stopping them dead. The intent is unbroken, the jin is broken. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking the jin, I'm breaking his technique, but I'm allowing his intent to continue forward. That's very important. If I stop him dead, and bounce back and we're in a 50-50 situation, nobody has gained advantage. That's a wasteful movement. So what we're trying to do is, as we're coming in, turn him, using this force against him, and follow him with fairly sharp things. You see what I'm doing here. Do the other side. Basically, covering myself. That's the yin aspect. That's it in the large traditional way you learn it, so that you learn to turn your hips, so that you learn to turn the opponent and move around them. We're doing that a little bit smaller in this case, covering ourselves.